Hi, I'm Dave O'Neill, and this is the Blues Plate Special. Just been watching Junior Kraus and the Shakes at the Berlin Blues Fest. As you know, Junior Kraus and the Shakes won the Connecticut Blues Society Blues Challenge and heading out to Memphis, Tennessee. So, before they head on their adventure, I thought they'd get them into the studio here so you could hear a little bit about the band, on where they've been and where they're going. So, Doug, we got Doug Kraus, or Junior Kraus. Thanks for coming on.
My pleasure, Dave. How you doing?
Yeah, doing good. It was a great day that day.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
So you got half the band with you here. Who'd you bring and who'd you not bring?
We got Ben Boylan, our stand-up bass player, Andy MacDonald, our guitar player, and Shawn Leonard, who's not with us today. He's our other guitar player. Yep. And Bob Bequillard rounds it out with the drums.
Cool. Yeah. You guys sounded great that day, and every time I see you, so expecting big things from you when you head down to Memphis.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. So you got a game plan.
Ben?
Well, I don't know if it's a game plan. I think we're looking to have a good time first and foremost. You know, we're going down with our respective spouses and plan to enjoy the city and the music and all the rest. And certainly interested to see what other bands have to offer and give it our best shot. Beyond that, I don't think we're making too many plans.
Yeah. So you coming up with some new tunes to do, or are you going to do the same sets that
you
were
no,
doing
we're
before?
working on some of our own music to present down there.
Yeah. Now you guys, I always like your style because you're fast and loose. So you've been practicing a lot before you head down?
We try to keep limber.
That's actually picked up a lot, the practicing. Yeah. We actually have a pretty regimented schedule now. Yeah.
So, how many tunes are you gonna have to do in that first round? It's been they keep on changing the format on there. So, if you guys boned up on what the plan is,
it's only half an hour as far as I understand.
Yep.
So that's going to limit us to 7 max, probably.
Yeah.
7 tunes. Yeah.
Checked out into the competition at all?
Not as yet. We did finally work our way through the application process, which was. Well, it wasn't as bad as advertised, but...
Sonic bids, yeah.
Sonic bids, indeed. It's kind of an interesting concept they have there. But, really we're just thinking about the music we'd like to play when we do go there, and the great time we're going to have while we're there.
Yep. So you play the upright bass, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. And how long have you been playing for?
About 30 years, thereabouts.
Oh, you knew.
It's an instrument that I've played to the exclusion of the electric bass, not through any philosophical choice, but just as a practical matter. You don't have time to practice 2 different instruments. It's really ideal to be in a band such as Junior Kraus and the Shakes because we all have kind of the same mentality about playing music and the reasons that we're in it. That just allows us to work through all manner of issues, musical and otherwise, in a fairly calm way.
Yeah. So you and Doug started the band originally, right?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
I think really Shawn and Doug are the ones that go back to knee pants days together. But I've known Doug and Shawn for quite a while and was their kind of part-time bass player in the House Rockers for a number of years. But then subsequently I was in a more or less of a blues band with Andy MacDonald, which we subsequently left to get together with Doug and Bob Bequillard and subsequently Shawn. So the pieces we all knew each other, but hadn't quite found the right situation where we could play the music we really wanted to play without having to compromise.
Yeah, good deal. So Andy, what band were you guys in?
We were in a band called the Hot Skillet Papas for 3 or 4 years or something. And it started out as kind of a blues jump band and kind of veered off into something else that Ben and I decided that we weren't interested in and decided to stick with what we were doing with them and try to format it into this band. The Hot Skillet Papas was a little different because it was a keyboard player, and the whole feel was different drummer and everything. So, this band is really what Ben and I had in mind to really nail it.
Good, starting to gel now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you play lead guitar, as does Shawn Leonard as well too. So, right?
Well, yeah, we just play guitar.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
lead, rhythm.
Bounce back, okay.
It's all guitar. Yeah.
Big collector?
No. No. My pockets aren't that deep.
But you can get a bunch of $98 specials probably.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
What do you play? What's your main axe?
I have an Epiphone Emperor that my friend Phil Guglielmi from the Gamma Rays put on it. As he installed P90 pickups on it. So that guitar gets a lot done in this band just because of how it works with the amp and stuff, and and I have Strats and Tellys and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you normally run it through for an amp?
A custom Vibrolux Fender stock.
Got a good sound, good tone.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Doug, a little easier just showing up with a briefcase full of parts.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty
Don't have
much.
to lug a lot of equipment.
Yeah,
you don't make
one
him
of
lug the equipment, right?
No, he actually is lugging the PA more
I
than
bring the
anybody
PA,
else,
so-
he doesn't get off easy.
Yeah, but
He's a trooper.
How long have you been playing harp for?
I'd say 25 years, close to it.
Did you start out with that, or did you play something else before?
I tried playing guitar, but my hands weren't big enough, and just didn't cut it.
Yep.
And that's about it. And then
So you don't need big hands to play the harp then, huh?
no, sir.
All right, just cut. Hey, maybe I'll pick it up then.
Yeah, join the crowd.
So what was your influence? What got you into this style?
Well, I used to go see, when I was in my late teens, used to go see Sugar Ray and the Blue Tones, Rhode Island band,
Yeah.
and Duke and all those guys. And I just got hooked and started listening to some of the older stuff, the Little Walter and Big Walter. And that's where my heart is. I really enjoy that stuff, the old stuff.
This is a great state for blues, and it's that whole Rhode Island influence, the room full of blues, the whole Musquamacut area. It's crazy how it's kind of spread, further west from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Doug described kind of a similar scenario that a lot of us have as far as how we got hooked into blues music in general. I spent a lot of time at the Knickerbocker in the 70s, seeing a room full when Duke was in the band, and it just gets into your blood to where your fondest desire is to be in a band doing that music, and doing it in the authentic way. I think a misconception that sometimes is associated with blues and swing types of music is that there's sort of a retro aspect to it, which is utter nonsense, because the music never went out of style. It didn't have to come back because it was always there all the way through.
People weren't paying attention.
Yeah, and what was nice is that I had the chance to see a lot of people that previous generations like the Big Walter Horton, the Big Joe Turners, Cleanhead Vincent, all these people that still were around when I started hooking into the music.
Yep. Okay. Now you mentioned Sugar Ray, and are there any other new cats out there playing now that you think are just bringing the next level up? I mean, other new guys. Who do you listen to now?
Kim's hardly new, but Kim Wilson is just, he's a
Kim's
big idol of ours.
Yeah.
Nick Coran's got it going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's-
Well, as far as harp players.
as far as harp players.
There's a lot of great harp
Well,
players.
Yeah.
Anyone really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
there
a
are
lot of
guitar
good. There's a
players.
lot of good players out there.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this whole winning the Connecticut Blues Society Blues Challenge, heading down to Memphis, is a good deal. Gets you a little more exposure on there. This going to get you into a CD? Any plans for doing that?
We do. Shawn has booked some time in a studio in Rhode Island. We plan on using in April, I believe.
Which one's that? Is that the one that
called
Mike
Lake-
Crandall used?
Lake West
Yeah.
or something?
Lake West.
Yeah,
Lake West. And
I think that was Crandall's, yeah.
we're hoping to do a full CD over time, and hopefully not too much time. And
Do you have a lot of tunes picked out right now, or is it a work in progress?
We'll play about half of them picked out roughly.
Okay.
If we're making 10 or more tunes, but
We pretty much go through like the whole song list, when we practice. We'll do like half the song list and then the other half, and do that. That way, it's not like, oh my God, we didn't we picked that song, but we really didn't play it much.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I think the recording is going to be, it isn't the first time we've recorded, but I think the band is in a different state now than it was the last time I went in the studio. So we're looking for something that we can actually, put in people's hands without wincing,
Well, you normally don't wince when you put it in their hand. It's like 2 years afterwards, like, did we really put that together?
Yeah, I know. It's, the thing isn't about playing the music perfectly. It's really about, playing it with beat, playing it with feeling, And I think the reason that we tend to find this band more gratifying than ones we've been in the past is that we can really let it fly, and it isn't like anything bad is going to happen. You can just be relaxed and and play like it. If the music isn't played in with that kind of feeling, it tends to fall flat.
Contrived.
Yeah. You guys are really loose. I think that's what I like the best about this band is you guys just play it fast and loose, and it just sounds like you're having a good time. And that's good. So, do you have anybody producing this disc, or
at this point it's going to be self-produced, but there's going to be, I'm sure, a lot of post mixing that'll go on. Like everything in this band, we're approaching it in a I wouldn't say casual way necessarily, but we're not just going crazy, trying to make things happen at a certain time. We're certainly looking to get ourselves into more and different clubs in the coming year. So, attending more to the business aspect of the band. I think there's been very much of a laissez-faire about getting things done in the band, but we're going to the next stage now. I think winning the challenge kind of gave us all a wake-up call.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep, you got a plan. See, you realize how good you were.
Well, it's just none of us is the type of personality to go and really, hard sell it out there.
That's always the toughest part too, is booking the gigs. There's usually one guy in the band is doing that. So
some poor sucker.
Yeah, just doing all the legwork and all the phone calls. So speaking of which, do you have any plans coming up for the future, for the end of 2005, 2006? You got some gigs lined up?
We got a few for next year coming up.
Got some private things coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Those are always good. But we post our calendar on the website, and we'll have more gigs next year.
What's your webpage?
jrkraus.com.
That's easy enough to remember, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of guys that go down to Memphis end up booking gigs down there as well too. Have you thought about taking that aspect, giving them some? No, huh? Just gonna take the wives down and enjoy it and have a good time.
Well, it's like a vacation. I mean, I think all of us have never been there. I've never been there.
Yeah, me neither.
It's an adventure. What the heck?
Yeah. It's like a bonus vacation. You get to play while you're on vacation.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. So.
Well, cool. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Dave, thanks for having us.
Yeah.